Well, welcome to Caste Travel. Bet you're wondering what we're doing in South Padre Island, Texas. Look at these thousands of people. You're staying here, they're here to enjoy the beach. Well, they're here for even more than that. These thousands of people are here to see this beautiful sight. Look at this. It's a ship. The ship is well-known USS John F. Kennedy. It arrived here from the Gulf of Mexico through going to the Port of Brownsville, where it's going to be dismantled. The former aircraft carrier arrived at the Port of Brownsville on Sunday to be dismantled. Built in 1968, the USS John F. Kennedy arrived at around noon. It departed from Philadelphia January 15. The vessel, known as the Big John, had 18 deployments where it tracked the Soviet Navy during the Cold War and carried thousands of people. In 2004, the war in Iraq drew the crew to the Persian Gulf, where they ran aircraft in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The aircraft carrier was decommissioned in 2007. Thousands of people lined the shores of Isla Blanca Park watched quietly as the ship was pulled by a massive tugboat. Look at the thousands of people here, just waiting to get a glimpse of the ship. It's okay.
I was in 1957 to 1962.
So how do you feel seeing this ship and knowing what's going to happen to it?
Oh, it's kind of sad, but I mean, it's 60 years old. Too bad this steel isn't staying here in the U.S., but other than that, it's terrific.
Did you feel a little sad seeing it go by?
Oh yeah, we watched the forest all come in, and it is. And my ship, the Ranger, was torn up here, so it's all sad, but that's the way it goes.
And this one having such a special name.
Yeah, the JFK.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you come. How long did you serve? And what years did you serve?
4.5 years, 1957 to 1962.
Yeah.
And in the Pacific. So.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Wayne Goodwin.
Thank you. What a beautiful sight. These thousands and thousands of people that are just waiting to get a glimpse of it are, like I said, from all around the country. There's people that are veterans, non-veterans, some that served on the ship, and many that didn't, but they all still want to pay their last goodbye to the ship, which is in tow. It's going to be taken to the ship channel in Brownsville, where it will be dismantled. Look at all the people. They're trying to even get a closer look as these boaters are out in the water trying to get a closer look at the ship as it goes through the channel at Isla Blanca Park.
We went to Jamaica.
It was a beautiful day. So, tell me a little about how do you feel about seeing come across here and where it's going right now?
Oh well, I'm kind of disheartened that it's getting scrapped, but I know it was old technology, so it was nice being on there. I was on there from about 80 to 83, 3.5 years. It went for my wife, but I wouldn't even be here because she found out that it was coming here today. So, but yeah, I'm kind of sad that it's being scrapped, but. I know there's a new CV6 or a new Kennedy. I don't know what the number is, but there's a new one out there. So, yeah.
So it's they're gonna rename another ship Kennedy.
There's already it's already been commissioned. It's already out there.
Wow.
I don't know what the whole number is. I can't remember. It's I'm sure 78. Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, tell me how was it serving there? Did you serve any of the areas where there was combat? Like Iraq or Afghanistan?
No, I was pre that.
Yeah.
The only thing that happened to us The only thing that was kind of scary to me is they had bombed, I think, Beirut, and we were loaded with airplanes, but we didn't do anything. So it was all peacetime when I was there. So it was a nice adventure. I went to the Mediterranean for 8 months, went to the Indian Ocean for 6 months. So to me, it was nice. I was a computer guy, so I had an easy job. But a lot of my buddies, they worked their butts off. You know, the guys on the flight deck really worked hard. So
His first deployment was the longest deployment since wartime.
Where did you? How long was that?
264 days.
it was 8 months. It was in the Mediterranean.
8 months in the Mediterranean. How is it living on a ship?
It's different, but you get used to it. I was only 18 or 19, so it was like kind of new to me, and I adjusted. You know, so yeah, but you learn how to live on it, but it's not bad.
Watching those planes take off and land, and being a part of all of it all, it's got to be great.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, I got lots of nice pictures of them taking off. The nicest thing is that in the evenings when it gets kind of dark, you can see the red flames coming out. Makes an awesome picture. But yeah, and you learn how to. You ask how I live on there. So I lived behind the resting gear, which is what they that stops the plane. They have a hook that stops the plane. You could hear them all night long as you sleep, and they, you know, hit the ground, awesome, all the time. So
It's a real great fighting machine.
it was, yep, it was. I think it. So history goes back to it was one of his first cruises was to Vietnam. So it went back a long time.
Thank you. Let me have your name, please.
Rick Morgan.
From here, from the valley?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
I'm getting the pole in there too. He's standing.
Well, like I said, look at these thousands of people, young, old, just getting a glimpse of the ship. It's a sight to be seen. The only place I ever saw another ship, of course, there's one in Corpus Christi that people can go watch, enjoy some museum. People can go inside. But if you go to San Diego, California, boy, there's quite a lot of ships there. It was it took a while for the ship to get through here. It took at least a half hour. And people were not in a hurry. Pictures, video, beautiful flag flying. Yes, we all get old. Said the ship's over 60 years old, so I understand. But it's nice that they named another ship. I like that. Just the sound of it going by, something to you'll never forget. Believe me, if there's another ship that comes through here, through a channel, you should don't miss it. You go out and watch the ship. Some of the workers you can see in there that are helping to guide the ship to the Port of Brownsville. There's the tugboat. The tugboat is pulling it along. When you can say it's beautiful. Can't count the times you can say that. It's so nice to see it. I was in the Army, so I didn't see that many ships. but my son's in the Air Force. So he, I guess he does. He's not an aircraft carrier, but right now he's in Africa. All veterans know how it is. I don't care if you're a cook or clerk, whatever it is. If you're part of the U.S. military, you're honored to have served. It's a little thing you can do for this country, best country in the world. So when people thank me for my service, no, I'm glad that was able to serve, especially in that time, in the 70s. I appreciate the honor of having been able to serve. Living in this country is enough thanks for me. What a great name, John F. Kennedy. I remember when I was a little kid, when John F. Kennedy was shot, I was like about 14 years old. And it was so sad. I seen the teachers. It happened around noon in Chicago. I was living in Chicago. And I'll never forget that when they announced that the President of the United States was killed, assassinated, many of the teachers were crying. They even left us out of school early. It was really sad. He was well loved, but being one of the first Catholic presidents too, that a lot of Catholics loved him. Till this day, they still have his picture in many of the houses. It's a very sad time for this country at that time. So it's a great name. It's carrying a great name here on the ship, the John F. Kennedy. I don't think anyone at that time in 1964 will ever forget. And I will never forget this moment either. As the ship crosses through the channel.
I know, it's like you can't sleep right now.
Yeah, I was on there from 80 to about 83.
They said that's 6 stories.
Oh, it's more than that. There's 10 above the flight deck. Okay, the flight deck is like the main deck. There's like 6 usable decks below it. 6 below, but there's actually stuff below it, but
Right under the flight deck.
we're six floors down, yeah.
Oh, you were in the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. How was that?
that was interesting.
How many years?
Made 5 patrol. I was in the Navy for 10 years,
10 years, okay.
and then National Guard for 21. Okay. Well, I have two names.
He's John, I'm Wayne. Together we're John.
John Wayne. Very nice.
You have to be brothers.
No, we're
Yeah?
not.
No, not really.
With sunglasses on, you look like.
We just met each other
Am I that ugly?
too many years ago.
Okay.
Our wives like each other, so we're still
There you go.
There you go. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Thank you guys for your service.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know they're staying down here.
Yeah, they were, I don't know where they were at. They were at one of the intersections when we came down.
Yes, I lived in Luxembourg, and they named streets after Kennedy. They loved him so much.
Like you said, he was loved around the world,
He
right?
was loved around the world. He was a likable guy. You know, he had personal issues, but he was very likable. The world loved him.
I
Yes.
think the country came together behind him, even though it was a close election. He had charm, charisma, and he was not stupid. But he had to fight, and apparently he lost the fight. We seldom think about how many of our president's leaders have been assassinated. Why is that? It's a very deep question.
If you want to know, I'm from Luxembourg.
And how do you feel about seeing the ship today?
Oh, I think that's kind of emotional. Emotional seeing the ship because it reminds me of the President Kennedy and all the stuff that happened at that time. And it's too bad that so many people are ignorant about it. Nobody is.
It's kind of a symbol of the perception of power too. This was in the past. It was an arm of strength, and it's a sitting duck now. So it's a new world, and we're reminded that there's a change of power.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it a lot. And don't forget to comment if you have any comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And this is how I keep going. I just enjoy doing this and hope you keep watching. Thank you so much.